it occurred to me after I finished the last video that I have been role-playing as a student without looking the part. So I will now wear a hat sideways, as I believe is the trend, along with tag still attached. So I hope it seems authentic, fellow kids. So we are now done with finding the smallest item. So next, we're going to do swapping to the front. So I'll write another helper method, which will swap item A with B. And it will be public static void swap string x and A and B. And that will allow us to swap two items in an array. So very naively, I might do something like xa equals xb, xb equals xa, and be done. Though I'm guessing the vast majority of you immediately spot the error. Nonetheless, to demonstrate how useful testing is, let's write a test. So what I will do here is we will write a test for swap. Okay, this will be test swap. The input is I have an egg. The expected result, if we swap, let's say A and B, let's do 0 and 2. The expected result would be and have I egg. That would be swapping positions 0 and 2. We would then call swap, give it A and B, and then we would assert that expected equals input. And we'll do test swap down here. Okay, so we run this code, and we get error. We expected I, but was an. Okay, so in other words, this test is failing because I and an are not in the appropriate places. I'll note, by the way, you might ask why I keep swapping these out or like putting different tests here. We can run all the tests actually. So I guess I'll leave all of them here and that'll work fine. Either way. Okay, same deal. We are failing. Oh, well, actually, here's the reason why not, now that I think about it. If I include sort, then of course test sort's gonna fail, and I'm focusing only on swap right now. Okay, I did have a reason. So test swap is failing. We only want to leave that test because we want to focus on just that one, not test sort. Okay, so let's fix swap. Okay, well, let's imagine, right, that we don't see the bug, and maybe you don't. That's fine. The question is, what now? What do you do? Like, how do you fix this? Well, you can post to Piazza or to a discussion forum or Stack Overflow, but actually we also have this very handy debugger. And so I will go into the debugger and click the debug button. And this, what's nice about this is it's happening because we're running test sort on the context of our test. So we have I have an egg, we expect to get and have I egg, and now when we try and do swap, we can step through and see that, okay, when I do xa equals xb, I get and have an egg, and then I step again and I realize, oh, okay, I just squashed I completely. So naturally, I need to fix this by having a little temporary storage location. At this point, I can now say xi equals xb, and on the other end, oops, call this temp. And on the other end, once we're done, we will say xb equals temp. And probably I didn't mess that up, but I can run my test to make sure. And when I run it this time, it worked fine. Okay, so now we're passing our test, and everything is good. Silence is an indication that things are working well. So we've completed our next task. Great.